Thank you for joining us. You were just listening to internationally known singer-songwriter and good friend Jessie Terry's Kaleidoscope. On behalf of the K-Team, as one of our writers lovingly refers to us, welcome to Kaleidoscope WoJo's virtual book launch and book signing. We're so glad to be here. Kaleidoscope WoJo, Reflections on Women's Journeys, announces the first in a series of anthologies, In My Shoes. Today, we're going to flip through the pages of our story, introduce you to our writers, and tell you what's coming up next for Kaleidoscope WoJo. With so many writers, and for the sake of time, much of today's launch has been recorded. This book is dedicated to our moms, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, daughters, granddaughters, nieces, cousins, and dear friends. While we may not universally share the same beliefs on all manners of subjects, we do share the commonality of recognizing our unique journeys as women. We would like to thank the following individuals for their support, encouragement, and review of the story: Sally Sutton, Dave and Faith Stevens, Jim Beam, Ryan Chester, and the original writers of our prototype Familiar Voices. You can read the bios of our co-founders, Deb, Tom, and Marianne, while you hear a bit more about us. 3 people started off to write a business book, relying on decades of experience in corporate positions and as consultants. Instead, we ended up going down another path. Kaleidoscope WoJo, In My Shoes, is the culmination of 3 years of effort at creating a platform to reach women writers and to collect personal memoirs on a variety of topics. Every life is about overcoming obstacles and challenges that crop up unannounced and unexpected. No one escapes life unscathed. Our responses to these events shape the people we become. We have gathered the best of those stories submitted to us that reflect the challenges that life presents and the power of transcendence. In addition to our book, In My Shoes, we also offer webinars, workshops, and retreats to foster the art of storytelling for individuals, work teams, and organizations. Our lives are reflected in the stories we choose to tell, as well as the stories that teams and organizations tell reflect the culture embedded in them. Come, explore the power of women's voices and be inspired. As mentioned in our foreword, our book, In My Shoes, includes a very diverse group of women writers in background, location, education, and writing styles. Today, you'll get an introduction to the writers, and you'll find more of their details on our website. You'll be able to put a face to the name, get to know them by reading their bios, get a glimpse of their story through their excerpt, and hear what they have to say about participating in this project.
And now Kaleidoscope WoJo, Reflections on Women's Journeys, announces In My Shoes writer Nikoleta Morales and her story, Losing Him to Find Me. Nikoleta Morales, MS Journalism 2010, Roosevelt University, is an award-winning writer, published author, photojournalist, entertainment journalist, editor, and publicist in Chicago. She has written several publications in the U.S. and abroad, such as BG Voice, The Daily Herald, Extra Newspaper, Lawndale News, Chicago Tribune, FF2 Media, Newsweek South Africa, among others. Currently, she freelances as an entertainment journalist for Cultured Focus magazine. She also has her own entertainment blog, which won a national award in 2019. Nikoleta is finishing her first memoir, My Life is a Movie You Don't Want to Miss. It comes out this summer, published by Rolls Gold Publishing. Among many accolades, Morales was awarded the Communicator of Achievement Award by Illinois Women's Press Association and was recognized by the National Federation of Press Women this year. Nikoleta covered the Oscars in 2019 and 2020 for FF2 Media and the 2020 Sundance Film Festival for Cultured Focus magazine and has interviewed people from all walks of life, from the local communities to politicians to celebrities like Paul Chavez, Cesar Chavez's son, Martin Luther King III, President of Bulgaria, Rosen Pleneliev, Sasha Pfeiffer, award-winning journalist, Boston Globe, Ava Longoria, Gabriel Iglesias, Marlon Wayans, Mark Anthony, Renee Zellweger, Rob Schneider, Mario Lopez, Mike Tyson, and more. And now let's hear an excerpt from Nikoleta's essay, Losing Him to Find Me. Knowing there was no going back, I hold on to the little bit of love and warmth that stayed because of these memories. I pick up the shattered pieces of a broken heart, bit by bit, brick by brick, to make a whole new one that will never be broken again, but loved and nourished like it deserves to be.
And now let's hear from Nikoleta. Nikoleta, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so wonderful. I'm very happy and honored to be featured in the Kaleidoscope anthology. And thank you, Barry, Ingrid, Tom, Debbie, and Marian for being here today with me and listening to me speak. As you already heard by the bio, I'm a journalist, entertainment journalist, publicist, and now going to be a writer. I have a little book of poem published, but that was when I was 18, so I don't really count it, though I should maybe. But so I'm working on my memoir. My life is a movie you don't want to miss. And I'm happy to be here and share this personal, vulnerable, raw piece that that helped me heal when I was going through a really difficult breakup a year ago.
So that brings us to our next question. What was your inspiration for your essay, Losing Him to Find Me?
Well, the inspiration was number one, to heal. Number two, to put it out there, put the pain that I was going through. I was separating from a 5-year-long relationship with someone I really loved, and it was a really tough breakup. But it gave me the chance to be with you guys here today and share my story, hopefully help other women heal from a broken heart and become whole again, because it's been a year now, and I've been single and happy and a great journey. So happy to share it with others going through the same thing.
Well, thank you for sharing. Can you share a little bit about what it was like to participate in this project with Kaleidoscope WoJo?
Yes, it was really exciting when I got the email that you guys wanted to feature my piece. I was like, yay, oh my God, it made it. And so I was very happy and honored. And when I got the book in the mail, I freaked out. I started screaming, oh my God, look at it. And then I love the little thingy for the book that you put in, the bookmark with that title on it. That was incredible. So it's been a great journey, and I love all the women's works. I see it as appraisal to all women out there and what they're going through, and honoring their experiences.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with the audience?
Well, I recently came back from a story summit in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. My mentor was Richard Moyes. He was the author of the 100-Foot Journey book, who became a film in 2014, produced by Oprah Winfrey and Steven Spielberg. So it was a great experience to share part of my book with him and hear his advice. And being a writer is not easy. I know I can say is keep on writing. We all stumble upon those moments where you want to give up and just say forget it, but the world needs our stories no matter what we think of ourselves, and we just have to put them out there. It's our job as writers. So thank you for being here.
So what's next for you?
Hopefully get that memoir published. I thought it was going to come out this summer, but things changed. The memoir evolved, and so I'm in the editing stages. So my goal is to have it out there next year, and hopefully become a bestseller. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, but
Awesome. Excellent. So next, we're going to ask anybody that wants to say anything to Nikoleta, give her a shout out. I just want to thank you for being part of our anthology.
Thank you for having me. The feeling's mutual.
Nikoleta, I will buy your book.
Oh, thank you, Barry. Oh my God.
Let me know. Let me know when it's published, and I can get it, because I will definitely buy your book. You have an incredible writing history. My goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I just want to tell you that I really, really, really liked your story, and just felt that it was something that, so many of us could resonate with, and could, really could feel it. And there were things that how you wrote, the metaphors you used, I just loved. And the fact that he didn't even have a name in the story, right? There was no name. So it was just, I don't mean to make, I'm not laughing about it, but it was just really, I really enjoyed it. It was really good. So.
Well, Barry, you're gonna make me cry. I'm serious. I'm like so touched by your words and the fact that you read my story, that it meant something to you, because that's why I want to share it, so it means something to others, and they can relate. And thank you. You're so awesome, and you'll get my book for free, Barry. You'll get a free copy. Let it out, and thank you for being here. Wow, your words really touched me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I can't wait to come to your virtual book launch on Tuesday and support. I love it when writers support each other. I just love that. It's just the best feeling in the world. And thank you for being here, Ingrid. I didn't have a chance to talk to you much, but I think you're on the phone.
Yeah. I'm not getting a sound without the phone. When I put it down, I lose the audio. So I have to use the phone to hear. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this is my first time, and I apologize for being late. I just got home from somewhere and didn't get there in time, but I'm glad I caught you and be able to congratulate you.
Thank you.
And enjoyed your essay, and I have a story in the book as well, as you know, and I haven't decided yet whether I want to do the virtual launch, because I never know whether it fits in the time. I go to other Zoom meetings that are kind of important, so I never know. But I may still join, so thank you for the encouragement, and good luck with.
I will definitely be at your book launch. So if you decide to do that, which I hope you will,
Yeah. I did publish a children's book on the same subject matter as the story, which was written for children only from the age of 7 to 13. However, it is now already 5 years old and has seen its better days in terms of selling the book to the audiences of children. So through their eyes. It's a World War II story that I lived, true story that I lived through in Germany, where I came from. So
I would love
yeah.
Ingrid, my daughter is that range. She's 10 years old, so she fits that age range. So I would love to check out your book.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, it's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and all those places where you usually buy books. Don't buy it from the publisher, because nobody pays their prices. It's ridiculous. I have no control over setting prices, so way out of line, way out of line. I was very disappointed with the publisher for that reason and a few other reasons that are too long to go into tonight. But thank you. I could send you the website.
Absolutely. I would love to keep in touch with both Barry and you, Ingrid, because you're awesome, and I really appreciate you being here. So I hope that you can find me, or I'll find you on Facebook.
Oh, sure. Yes, it is on Facebook.
Barry, are you on Facebook?
I am. I'm actually, I have a page that's Barry Benjamin Writer. So, but a friend a friend is doing it, because I'm telling you, I am, when it comes to the computer, I am lame with this stuff. And so a friend was able to put some things on there and to put the press kit and, you know, other things on my writing page. So, yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Congrats. Well, congrats.
Ingrid knows what I'm talking about.
This is awesome, and wow! I look forward to reading your well, reading it to my daughter, Ingrid.
Oh yeah, well, she's certainly the right age.
Yeah, she is, and she doesn't like to read, so I hope it will encourage her to read more.
Yeah, and the story won several awards from Writer's Digest one that I was pretty happy about. That there were thousands of submissions, and
Wow.
they picked the book as an award. Well, I won't say award. It's like an honorable mention, and then they published my name in one of their magazines monthly. But that was 4 years ago, and I don't know if it makes any difference. But I have the seal on my website of the award, so it's, you know, not the happiest of children's books, but it spoke about history and the truth and why it had to be told.
Yeah, and that's what I love about writing, is that we get to tell the truth, well, our own truth as we see it.
Absolutely.
And that's the best part of our work. It's so rewarding, because I read somewhere that the world needs to hear more what the world is not saying through the writer's work. And I think that that's so true, because there's a lot of fakeness and lies, and when we tell our truth, is like the best thing ever.
Right.
And it's so vulnerable, though. It's like this raw, because you're opening up your soul, and it's almost like if the wrong person says something, it's like, oh my God, back to the shell. But when it resonates with someone, like Barry Meister resonated with you, it's just, it makes a world of a difference. Like, yeah, that's why I put it out there, so that others can look at it and see it. And yeah, it's incredible. So thank you all for writing. Just keep on writing.
You know, one of the things that was kind of cool for us is that we got to know you guys pretty intimately, because we read your stories so many times. We, you know, read them over and over again to try to, you know, call out the ones we wanted to include. So in some ways, you know, well, you know, in the beginning it was, now who wrote that one? I think that was Nikoleta, but by the end it was, well, that's Nikoleta's, or, you know, that's Barry's, or that's Ingrid's, because we knew exactly who was who.
Mine was growing up in Hitler's Germany.
Right.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought I lost. Yeah, it's awesome, because you, I mean, it feels very honorable that you went through all these stories and you picked ours, is because they resonated with you, or you liked them, or for whatever reason. So that's awesome.
And I found you through the Ohio Writers Guild, which operates in downtown Columbus, Ohio, where I live. And it's a very nice bunch of people, sponsored by the Columbus Parks and Recreation Department. It's an arts building that sponsors the Writers Group of Ohio Writers Guild.
Oh.
And that's how I found you.
Nice.
So I think we should have more of those, even after the virtual book launches, because it's nice to get to know the other writers on a more intimate level.
Actually, we've talked about that, so it's good to have that feedback.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully more writers will come, and I felt, you know, just being among writers is very encouraging and supporting, because writing is such a lonely profession that you feel like you're alone in the world, and when you have others that do the same, it makes it that much more meaningful.
Mutual support, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for coming and for being here, and for organizing it. I thought it was awesome, and I just can't wait to read more future works.
We just have a couple more things. So
Sorry, Mary.
I can tell Nikoleta's ready to sign off.
Oh, I'm not. I thought you guys were. I can talk forever.
And you guys have already seen our reviews, so I don't even know, since we're recording this, I guess I'll do it as if we were doing it for real. So just a couple of the reviews that we've had for the book so far. In My Shoes is a rich collection of short stories that wears its heart on its sleeve. It's easy to read at a quick pace, and readers will relate to specific narratives depending on their life experiences. As we've all actually just talked about that, really. There's something in there for everyone. My next book club pick. You will be inspired by these stories and the sheer grit of the women. Teresa Kane. And I enjoyed reading In My Shoes. It's a remarkable anthology of very personal, poignant, in some cases, quite universal experiences. The overarching message I take from the assortment of events is that we should never feel alone with concerns or confusion over life's events. Take heart that this compilation of adventures, ordeals, and incidences will guide and heal as well as quite often amuse. Viv Fish. You already know how to join the community, right? You go to www.kaleidoscopewojo.com, sign up for notifications. We will continue to put writing opportunities out there. We'll continue to feature more and more stories. So you've noticed we've had the Cup of WoJo. We are not only featuring our contests, but we're also doing how to solve writer's block. That's a new thing out there. If anybody wants to submit to that. And Why We Write, which I think at least a couple of you have already submitted to the Why We Write. So always lots of activities going on. And if you have any suggestions, let us know. And with that, we want to thank. Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's right.
Thank you for supporting us with the story contests and the information out there. What you guys are doing, it's amazing for us, the writers.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
So thank you, writers, for submitting your stories and trusting us with your stories. We appreciate that because you've talked about vulnerability tonight. So it's kind of nice that you trusted us with your stories. Thank you, Nikoleta, for sharing your talent, and as well as Barry and Ingrid. Thank you to Ryan Chester for graphic designer of all the images that Kaleidoscope uses, as well as the design and support of the website. And Jesse Terry, internationally known singer-songwriter and good friend of ours, allows us to use his song Kaleidoscope in our various activities. So now we will have Nikoleta's official signing.
That's so
Here you
cool.
That's nice.
So you know where to get your copy of In My Shoes by going to our website and clicking on Buy Our Book. And we want to thank everybody for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Do you mind going back to the signature? I just wanted to get a screenshot of it.
Oh, absolutely.
It just looks really awesome. Oh, there we go. And now it should work. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much for being here and listening to me. And it's been so awesome getting to know you personally, because we get to know each other through email, but this is better.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
It's great to see everyone's faces.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you for doing this. Thank you.
And keep
Bye.
on writing.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye.
Nikoleta.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.